Hello and welcome to the Headlock History podcast mini-series. Over the next 6 episodes, we're going to be taking a look at the story of British wrestling, what it was, what it became, and what it might be in the future. Wrestling is a world of larger-than-life characters, dramatic storylines, and athletic feats that blur the line between sport and performance. A blend of fighting, theatre, and soap opera, it is a spectacle that connects with people in surprisingly deep ways. In the UK, for a long time, professional wrestling was a staple of our British culture. It was on television every Saturday afternoon, drawing millions of viewers. Grandparents, kids, and everybody else knew the names of Big Daddy, Giant Haystacks, Mick McManus, and other stars. British wrestling mattered. But then, it disappeared. And that's the first question we're going to be exploring on this podcast, because in the late 1980s, British wrestling vanished from television screens, despite its popularity. And we're going to be taking a look at why that was. And then beyond that, what happened next? Because decades later, in the 2010s, the British wrestling indie scene started to pick up in business. Promotions like Progress, Insane Championship Wrestling and others, small indie shows, were suddenly selling out venues, hosting international stars, and gaining mainstream buzz. It felt like a revival for British wrestling. But was it? And that's the second question we're asking. Did that little boom in the 2010s constitute a revival for British wrestling, or was it something else entirely? We're going to start right at the beginning with the golden age of British wrestling, speaking to the people behind Wrestling Heritage, historians who've dedicated themselves to preserving the stories of that era. We'll take a look at the media, culture and storytelling of wrestling with academic and scholar Dr. Ben Liverland to unpack how wrestling operates in the wider cultural imagination. And we'll be speaking to people involved in some of the newer promotions, such as Kieran McConnell, an independent wrestler and promoter, and the others too. Each guest will bring their own perspective, memories and insights, and we get started with a fascinating interview with the two historians involved with Wrestling Heritage.